Hey, I'm Tyler Zai, and this is the In the Lead show by Easy Agent Pro. On this episode of In the Lead, we're going to be diving into sales follow-up, marketing automation, and autoresponders in email marketing. We're going to break down exactly how those work, what to use them in different situations. I'm going to show you some segmentation things that you should be doing in order to get better results with this stuff. But before we get into that, this episode of Ask Ty is brought to you by LeadSites. LeadSites is the ultimate lead generation platform for real estate. If you haven't checked it out, you can go see the new page for LeadSites at easyagentpro.com/LeadSites. There's a bunch of new information there. So if you haven't checked it out lately, go look at that now. Lots of good comments have been coming in through email lately, so that's good. I read them all. If I don't reply, I've put them in a folder and I'll get to them soon. Get a lot of emails from this and the blog, so I'm sorry if I haven't replied yet. Today we're going to be diving into a question from Aiden from newhomeinturkey.com. I'll link that up in the video. But basically, he has a question about how marketing automation and autoresponders work for real estate leads. His question is specifically, I'd like to ask how autoresponders for real estate leads work and how can I plan that out? So that question, you kind of need to take that and you need to go a bit deeper into the different ways that is. It's a good question, but it needs to be broken down into what exactly these real estate leads are. So we're getting leads from multiple sources. Some are names, some are phone numbers, some are names, phone numbers, and emails. Some are referrals, some are paid leads, some are from organic SEO sources, some are from Facebook ads, others are from social media. Some are buyers who did business with us in the past. There are lots of different ways you can get leads, and they all need to be sort of segmented into their own path. For example, if you're getting leads straight to a seller landing page from ads, whether that's Google ads or Facebook ads, those leads aren't probably that ready to do business with you that day. Most people are looking for, a solution 4 months out, 6 months out, 7 months out. And so calling them that day is good and you should do that, but don't expect them to convert then. You have to segment them, and you can do that with, Infusionsoft, Top Producer, CRMs, HubSpot as a CRM, Wise Agent's a good one. We have an article on all the CRMs. Sorry if I didn't mention your favorite one. But basically, what you want to do is you want to devise a scheme for all those different paths, right? So someone who opts in on a PPC landing page, probably they're not the most warm lead. So what you should do is you should have a targeting pixel on that page so that with your advertising, you can go back and everyone that's on that page, or you can put that pixel on your thank you page, you can go back on Facebook and on Google and give them more value. So what I would do is if I'm running PPC leads directly to a seller landing page or directly to a buyer landing page and they're opting in addition to calling them and then sending them emails, and we'll break down what emails to send later in the video, I would set up a targeting pixel on your thank you page and then set up Facebook ads that give, let's use a seller example, top 10 seller tips for Atlanta, if you're in Atlanta, wherever you are. And then they're seeing you, they opted in, they got to your thank you page, you're calling them, and now they're seeing you on their Facebook page. It's going to boost your lead conversion, right? So you have to use ways like that creatively assist your marketing and autoresponder. You have to bridge the gap between content marketing and paid marketing. And the way you do that is with retargeting, giving them content after they've opted in the first time. And that way you boost your lead conversion. We do this at Easy Agent Pro all the time with our ads we run on Facebook and Google. We followed up with those people both on the phones, in email, in texting, on social media. Just a side note, if you're not sending them a tweet if they're active on Twitter, if you're not sending them a LinkedIn message if they're active on LinkedIn, you can find all that stuff out with tools like Reportip, who lives in Gmail. You put an email address in there, they'll show you all their social profiles. Most CRMs, the ones I mentioned above, all do that, where they'll show you their Twitter, their LinkedIn, their Google+. Go reach out to them wherever they're active, in addition to call, text, and email. It's a really great thing. But when you're running those ads, you're getting them backed into into a landing page, and then if you're using a CRM, you can have that form on that landing page for a free PDF download of content, and that way your sales team knows, okay, they opted in to be called their seller. Okay, they opted in 5 days later for the free seller guide. It just increases that level of trust, that level of name recognition with your brand or with your face if you're an individual agent, and it increases just the level of awareness they have about you, because there are a lot of people out there trying to get their attention when they're buying and selling real estate. I don't care what market you're in, there's just a lot of competition. And this is something you can do for as little as like $5 a day on retargeting. It's really, really cheap. It's really easy to set up. I'll link up something in the video that shows you how to do it. But basically you put this little Facebook pixel on your website and then go to Facebook ads and then set up an ad for this. It takes probably 10 minutes to set it up. So that's step number one. Segment those people, and then if it's cold PPC traffic going to a straight landing page, follow up with them on social medias, on Google ads with retargeting, so that your sales team has the assistance of someone always sending them free value with your logo on it, right? That's how you increase the conversion rate from just a hard email. So now we have, we're doing that. What do we actually send these people? So I'm going to assume for this question that they're sales leads. They're people interested in buying property, selling property. I think Aiden does luxury properties. So it would be a luxury second property. So what do you do with them? Well, the system that I've always found useful, and this is straight from just a HubSpot inside sales PDF that you can copy. Call and text in the morning the first day. Call, text, email in the afternoon if they don't reply the first day. Second day, call, text, email, social. Repeat that for 5 days. After that, put them on a longer drip system where you're giving them free reports, where you're running those retargeting ads, where you're giving them content. If you don't know what type of content to give them, just go look at like Zillow's how-to section. It's all about how to sell your home for more, how to buy homes for less, how to fix up your home so it sells for more, how to do this, how to do that. Send them that stuff every week on the dot, whether that's through marketing automation in an autoresponder, or whether that's from your salesperson literally pounding out a 200-word email to them with a link. All right, if you're a real estate agent and you don't know quite what to say, go look at someone's scripts like Tom Ferry or Mike Ferry. They both have scripts online. Your KW offices have scripts online. Go Google them. They're good for getting a hold of people when you're on the phone with them. Use those scripts. And the goal of that whole sales process is to get them in person or to get them to commit to a meeting. So don't try to get them to commit to the sale. Break that down. You probably have like a consultation, and you have a closing, and you have the actual event where the money happens, right? So get them, focus 100% on that first, selling them on the consultation. All right, all those scripts, I don't care whose script it is, it's selling them on the consultation. And then once you're in the consultation, you're selling them on the stuff that comes after that. So don't go after that until you've sold them on the consultation with your sales leads, right? For people that aren't quite sales leads, and this is something to consider. If you're running ads, consider running ads for a free PDF download or a cheat sheet or a neighborhood page or a neighborhood video where they have to give you their name and email in order to see the content, because then you have someone that helps build your database that helps sustain growth in the long term and that you can follow up with. So if that's your formula, if you're going that route, the thing I like to use for autoresponders is a 4-step formula. You address the problem, you create the problem, you just really resonate with their core beliefs, then you agitate it, and then you give them a hard solution to that problem, and then you give them an easy solution to that problem that involves using you. Okay, so let's go over that and get a bit more in depth in that. What you want to do is you want to create demand for contacting you now and really make them feel like if they don't contact you, there's going to be pain and loss, right? Because people are, in general, loss averse. So you want to address the problem that they specifically have. And the best way to do this isn't to do what you think their problem is, but it's to ask 20, maybe 30 of your past clients, like why they specifically did business with you. Figure out like what was your biggest concern before we started working together. Like, figure out what that really, really niche pain point is. We do this at Easy Agent Pro. If you've signed up for our email list, you've got an email that asks you like what your goals are and what problems you're trying to solve. We have a spreadsheet of that with like thousands of responses because we have like 20,000 people on our email list, and literally we know what the problem is that real estate agents are facing, and so we're able to actually create products and services that help solve that problem. Not, in real estate, you're not really going to create a product, but what you're going to do is you're going to morph your messaging for your audience, for your product, to exactly match what they're telling you. So if you're marketing in two different communities, one is high-end luxury, $600,000 plus, and the other one is just like $300,000 to $400,000 homes, or maybe let's just really make this extreme, like $100,000 to $150,000 homes, like really starter homes. Those two problems that they're looking to solve are really two different things. They're probably, one's first-time home buyers, the other one is, looking to get their home they love. Or, even that's probably wrong. Like, go ask them. There are tons of free, just use a Google form, send it over to them, just use an email, and then copy paste the results into a spreadsheet. Get into the habit and system of asking people what their problems are and why they did business with you, because it's going to help build a better messaging for your autoresponder. So system number one of the 4-part autoresponder that I'd send to people who opt in for content or opt in for, just a sales call is address their problem specifically. Hey, I know you're probably struggling with insert the problem. I'd like to sit down with you and share a story about someone else who had that exact same problem. And then you really sort of align with them. You share a story about someone you helped 3 months ago and how you solved their problems. And then you tease saying, cool, so tomorrow I'm going to show you another example of someone who didn't have as good of an outcome, and we're going to give you a couple clear takeaways to, just use when you're going through your home buying process, right? So then you tease the email that's coming tomorrow or 2 days from now, and then you're in your agitation email, you show them an example where something didn't go, as clearly planned. Then email 3, you show them, the hard solution to fixing that problem. So if you're talking to sellers, show them what exactly it takes to be a FSBO, right? Show them like 100 freaking steps that it takes to sell your home by yourself, and just make it like, just give them the freaking checklist and show them how hard it is, right? Because it is pretty hard. And so if you show them that in an email, you're going to increase your conversions. And then the next day you send the easy solution email, which is, hey, I know I showed you something that might be a bit beyond what you want to commit right now. Hey, here's a link to schedule a time with me. I'll take care of all that work for you. And you don't really have to pay me. It's just a percentage of whatever, right? That's the 4-step autoresponder that I recommend for just getting started. And then once you have that up and going, monitor the opens, the clicks, and all that, and adjust it as you need. The thing I want to sort of wrap this all up with is giving to get, right? If you're an agent who is just doing PPC, just doing cold calling, just doing one strategy, really focus on this week how you can give more value through free stuff, free consultations, free online advice, free videos. It's so easy today. Like, literally just sit in front of your computer and record a video showing them the easiest ways to do whatever. Make a PDF showing them the easiest ways to do whatever. Give value to get value, and you'll see a lot of increase in the number of these people that are coming to you actually converting into clients, right? So hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope there's some clear takeaways for you. I'm Tyler with Easy Agent Pro. Please share this on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't. Subscribe on iTunes if you're listening there. If you have a question yourself, you can go to easyagentpro.com/ask, and you can ask it there. And then once again, this episode is sponsored by Lead Sites, so go check that out today. And you can find it at easyagentpro.com/leadsites. Just want to leave you with a quote of the day that can inspire you. The first rule of any technology used in business is that automation applied to an efficient operation will magnify the efficiency. The second rule is that automation applied to an inefficient operation will magnify the inefficiency. It's by Bill Gates. Basically, if you're trying to set up an autoresponder to fix something that isn't converting, it's just going to make it worse, right? You need to figure out manually by sending the emails, by asking the questions, what works and what converts them before figuring out your autoresponder, before figuring out your auto follow-up sequence, right? Everyone wants to jump to the all-in-one done for you, commission just comes in the mail, your check's mailed to you, solution. That doesn't exist. If it exists, everyone would sell real estate because it would be so easy. It's not, right? The first rule is figure out what works. Second rule, automate it smartly. It's by Bill Gates. It's a great quote. Take it to heart. I'm Tyler with Easy Agent Pro. I'll talk with you next time.